What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Eclectic Beard. So this go around, I'm taking a look at something that I've seen more than once, and it was brought up again in some of the last reactions that I took and put out as far as music is concerned. Ryhme Asylum Iller Instinct. Now, I don't know why I haven't taken a look at this yet, but we're definitely about to get into this.
Yo, check it, yo.
I like that intro. A little bit of guitar and then come in with some of the just light on the cymbals there.
Yo, check it, yo. Yo, check it, yo. I hope this beat's flame resistant. When I come off the top, I've lost the plot like books with pages missing. Won't break tradition.
What? Hold on.
Yo, check it, yo. I hope this beat's flame resistant. When I come off the top, I've lost the plot like books with pages missing.
I hope the streets are flame resistant when I come off the top. What? Like a book with... dude.
Won't break tradition, I'm keeping it real. Plant seeds of destruction in Elysian fields. Spit heat to combustion, blessing the beat. My peeps are weaving a worldwide web of deceit. And until we resting in peace, not sharing love, be scared of us. We go out on a limb like a pair of gloves, tearing up vets, shouting abuse.
Dude, this cat, holy hell. This is like top-notch type stuff, like the imagery being used with the metaphors that he's taking and putting out here.
So weaving a worldwide web of deceit. And until we resting in peace, not sharing love, be scared of us. We go out on a limb like a pair of gloves, tearing up.
Go out on a limb like a pair of gloves. So anytime they taking spit, basically they own everything. They're the ones like, holy shit, dude, this is some
peace, not sharing love, be scared of us. We go out on a limb like a pair of gloves, tearing up vets, shouting abuse. Don't respect my elders, I drowned them in the fountain of youth. And I ice pick my brain for rhymes. My frame of mind turns food for thought into migraines of rice.
My food for thought turns into migraines. Bro.
Ryhme Asylum Ninja Assassin. You're left with anaphylactic shock once I sting into action. Taken under the wing of a dragon. After I was born, the Bible's authors had to print a retraction.
We got an iller instinct, spitting nothing but flames, nothing has changed. Rappers still got nothing to say, and we dedicated time to perfect the craft. We the chosen few that still respect the art.
I'm gonna say this. I'm a minute and 3 seconds into a 5-minute 40-second song, and I've already paused this quite a few times. Just the way he takes command and talks about basically not only owning the streets, but owning the beats and owning the verses. Basically, he's a cocky mofo with the metaphors that he's spitting. And the thing about it is, using what he's using to take and paint the picture he's painting to take and make the point that he's making in that very first verse before the chorus comes in. Most rappers don't have a vocabulary large enough to take and even match in the discography what he spit in the first verse. There's like a lot of mainstream rappers could not take and match that at all. Just hands down, no cap. They nothing on it.
And we overdue in the vocal booth. We got an iller instinct that we shown and proof. And we dedicated time to perfect the craft. We the chosen few that still respects the art.
Cause your forces that tremble, locking horns with the devil. Fuck him, I'm selling souls on a corporate level. The city drove me insane. I live alone in a cave, collect voodoo dolls and have human skulls on display.
Corporate drove me insane. I live in a cave collecting voodoo dolls. I love stuff like this because it paints a picture. It's basically you're listening to a song, hearing lyrics that paint the picture, almost like the words on a page of a book that you would read. Mentally, it paints the same type of picture.
Alter ego gain control of my brain. Open my throat, soak me in gasoline and engulf me in flames. I think my brain's corrupt, haunted by visions of torturing women while each of their lips are stapled shut. Love the bitter taste of blood. Immense strength from my punch will cause your head to combust and disintegrate to dust. A dangerous beast restrained from the streets. Vapors release whenever I breathe a contagious disease. Beyond losing my faith, views are deluded and strange. A psycho whose diet consists of human remains. I chose to gamble, escape asylum life and roam the shadows with broken shackles on both my ankles.
We got an iller instinct, spitting nothing but flames. Nothing has changed, rappers still got nothing to say, and we dedicated time to perfect the craft.
Wait, hold on.
Nothing has changed, rappers still got nothing to say.
Rappers still got nothing to say. A lot of rap really does not say a whole lot of anything.
And we dedicated time to perfect the craft, and we the chosen few that still respects the art. And we overdue in the vocal booth. Got an iller instinct that we've shown and proved. And we dedicated time to perfect the craft. We the chosen few that still respects the art.
Iller instinct, dedicate time to perfect the craft. And that's the thing you don't see from a lot of like rappers these days. They use cliches and they use what's right there in front. So they tell the same story that everybody before them and next to them is telling for the most part. Either how much money they have, how much dope they do, and things of that nature. Never actually using metaphors or words or anything like that to tell a story. And there's a difference between... And there are a couple of folks who actually tell stories through the lens of coming from the streets and stuff like that. And that I respect, because a lot of times the straightforward way those songs are sung, while it doesn't leave nothing for the imagination with the way that it's rapped. This right here is a whole different level of stuff. Completely different. Because there's vivid imagery contained within the words themselves. And that's just, it's beautiful.
Jets in my blood with measureless drugs for an adrenaline rush. Feel no pain impaling my back on an elephant's tusks. Unsettled, challenge ogres to mud wrestle. Munch metal, then pump iron that blood vessels. Versus turning God to an atheist. Brainwaves electrocute people in a kilometer radius. Archangel born from dark Satan spawn. Holes in my fitted cap from razor sharp bladed horns. An open max rocking a death mask. Swim underneath battleships just to swallow a depth charge. I'm the lightning inside magnetic storms. Both my lungs hold so much skunk that they're like a chest of drawers. Reflexes are giant tarantulas holding nitrogen canisters. Spit flames burning cipher parameters.
So he's going to take anything you take and throw at him. He's going to swallow it and throw it back at you. Like, I could see, like, that's goes back with the whole reflexes and stuff. He's not worried about anybody else in the game. He's at the top of his craft. Is like, oh my God, this is freaking awesome.
You rhyme as a talentless. At the end of the day, I'm resting my case like retiring barristers.
We got an iller instinct, spitting nothing but flames. Nothing has changed, rappers still got nothing to say. And we dedicated time to perfect the craft, cause we're the chosen few that still respects the art. And we're overdue in the vocal booth. We got an iller instinct that we shown and proved. And we dedicated time to perfect the craft. We're the chosen few that still respects the art.
Planning to overthrow Lucifer when death calls. I'm able to gouge my eyes, start using them as stress balls. Trapped with no way out, my mind.
Overthrowing the devil once he dies, taking out his eyeballs and using them as stress. Oh my God, dude. That's just, I love that. Oh.
Rappers are tied down to pies, so they bound to die. Turn your walks of life to a death march. Impenetrable skin that contains fibers of Kevlar. Dodge bullets from shooting pains. I get goosebumps from the cold blood moving through my veins. A legion of ghostly shadows, galloping centaurs, heartless demons armed with bows and arrows. A stampeding devilish man beast that shatters the sound barrier. Break the record for land speed. Each step compresses the earth flat. I release toxic fumes and rappers get on my nerve gas. Crazy rap maniac reenacting horror scene. Lost MC, but the street strap with body.
Dude, that's a lot in that just one little verse right there, talking about basically about rappers basically spitting their own death march, like, because a lot of them taking and using the same type of violent gang related type stuff. And that's the only thing I can relate it back to that he's talking about in that. And there's also a lot of, but a lot of it's pretending. But it's going to wind up, it winds up being a downfall of a lot of these rappers and stuff like that, where his stuff is much more meaningful in the way that it's taken and brought out. Like, I love this. I love the imagery in this and story that's being told within the layers on this.
Iller Instinct, spitting nothing but flames, nothing has changed. Rappers still got nothing to say, and we dedicated time to perfect the craft, cause we the chosen few that still respects the art, and we overdue in the vocal booth. We got an Iller Instinct that we shown and proved, and we dedicated time to perfect the craft. We the chosen few that still respects the art.
There we have it, Ryhme Asylum, Iller Instinct. Shout out to everybody who has recommended this to me, and woe on me for not taking and getting to this sooner. It was absolutely stunning with the metaphors used to paint the imagery, to take and not only boast about his skill level, but talk about the state of rap in and of itself, between the pretenders and those who just do not take and practice the art, taking and using words as weapons as he did in this. Like, this is just so many different layers of awesomeness. It's like peeling back an onion, basically. Like, just taking and trying to dissect every different layer contained within the metaphors on this is just, I'm sure I could listen to this 2 or 3 times over and get 2 or 3 different things each, just by listening again. Like, that's, and for those of you that commented this, that take and might watch it like, oh, I don't like this type of music. All right, cool. I completely get that, and I respect that. I've got other content for you. Just know that just because you don't like the type of music, it doesn't have merit and it doesn't have meaning. If you can take and actually, if you read, if you're anyway literary, go into stuff like this with a literary mindset, and the way metaphors are used, not only metaphors, alliteration, simile are used not only in poetry, but also in novels and things of that nature. And you'll start seeing the similarities, I promise you. Because I used to not listen to any kind of rap. And then I listened to a lot of the mainstream stuff. And then I got on to those that speak socially, but also, and then also the ones that take and speak with such a mastery of the language that they paint a picture like an artist with a paintbrush on a canvas, because the beat and the track is their canvas, and they paint beautifully over top of it. So y'all be good to each other. Love yourselves. Peace.